right, well, here it is. It couldn't be simple. It's easy to install, but yet it's so effective. You really have to be aware of who's at your door, what's happening, even if you want to know if a package is arriving. I recently spent 10 days in Hawaii. I was very blessed to go there. It was my 30th wedding anniversary. The entire time I had to keep checking in with my neighbor to ask her to go look for packages that I knew were arriving from Hsn. They were my Super Bowl packages. And I felt like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on at my house. And bless her heart, every couple days she'd have to go over, and many times there was nothing there. Well, imagine anywhere in the world, including Hawaii, I could have seen if someone was delivering something to me, I could call her up and say, hey, I know a package is there. Could you run over and get it for me? That is just the beginning of the story. And Jamie, who's my special guest, has the rest of the story to tell us. Jamie has an interesting story behind your creation. You are the founder. Welcome to the show.
I am. Thanks for having me.
Actually, tell us your story. Why did you develop it? Why did you create it?
So I was working in the garage, and I literally on a gardening thing that never worked, but I couldn't hear the doorbell, and I looked for it, and I thought, why wouldn't the doorbell go to my phone? And I just built this thing that went to my phone, and it was my wife that said, it's so genius. She said, I feel safer at home now with having this. I love it. And then people started talking about it, and then it became sort of the product and everything. And now now we're here with the Ring Video Doorbell too.
Yeah, and awesome. I've seen you on the commercials, and I've seen the commercials themselves. And we're going to share a couple of the videos. You got to stay tuned to see the videos. But I love the commercial because people literally are so enthusiastic about this. You guys don't ask. They're sending you the video of what's occurred in their own home. Sometimes good, always good because it's prevented something. Sometimes fun, sometimes really kind of shocking. Yeah,
and as you talked about from being in Hawaii, like you don't know what's going on at your home when you're gone. And so there's people going to check if you're there, there's packages coming, there's like, you know, maybe a kid coming over to see if your kids are around. All sorts of stuff's happening at your home when we're not there. And what we call it with Ring is always home. And I'll just show you really quickly. I mean, with the Ring, we can go through installation and everything else. It works on every home because it's battery or works off the doorbell wires. And literally, someone's gonna come up to the house, there's gonna be a motion alert going off, or if they hit the doorbell button, you'll get that alert right there. And what you'll see is just like a text message, it comes up. You literally just swipe it like a text message, and now you're gonna get this video up. I'm just gonna turn things around here. You're gonna get this video up here. And now not only are you gonna be able to see who's at your door, so when you were in Hawaii, you'd be able to see who's there, but you can also speak to them. And that's the key, is that it's not just being able to see the package at your door, it's also being able to talk to the package person and say, hey, listen, could you put that around the side, or could you do this? You know, we're actually gonna be gone for a couple days. I mean, those are the kind of things you can do, and we call it always home.
Or you just pretend you're home.
Or you can just pretend you're home and say,
I can't come to the door right now, I'm busy. And then say, come back later. That's pretty brilliant.
Yeah, so that's what Ring really gives you. That, you know, I think besides all the technology, we can talk about the 1080p video and the audio and the night vision. I mean, there's literally, this thing is packed with technology. Right. Besides that though, what does it do for you? It allows you to have peace of mind when you're traveling in Hawaii. Totally. It allows you to have peace of mind when it's 8 o'clock at night and someone rings your doorbell. Right. We've heard some great calls coming in. You know, last night we had, I think, 6 calls came in of Ring owners, and they had all these great stories. And one of them was a woman who's an HSN customer. 4 a.m. someone rang her doorbell. And it was not a good situation. She was able to call the police and feel sort of safe and comfortable around it. And that was, to me, that's really what the experience delivers.
Sure. And in fact, we'd love to hear your story. If you have Ring already, I will tell you, if you have Ring and you were thinking about adding another one on, or you're thinking about upgrading it, there are more upgrades on our exclusive configuration than Ring has ever produced before. Major upgrades that make a big, big difference. And even if you were thinking about getting Ring, get it from us. We have the best deal anywhere. We know that as a matter of fact. We have the lowest price anywhere in the country, in the market, for our configuration. So it's really a great time if you've been thinking, I mean, everybody needs a doorbell. Why not get a smart doorbell that actually alerts you to wherever you are of what's going on in your home? Also, too, I do want to reemphasize this point because I think it was great. I thought, well, what if someone just comes to your door and is trying to steal a package? They're not just going, hey, ring the doorbell, I'm stealing a package. It is motion activated. And I thought that was a brilliant extra feature to it.
I would actually say it's the main feature, and the doorbell is the second feature. Because when someone comes onto your property now, you're going to get notified. So you have that full security camera now. It is HD camera. You have that two-way audio, so you're going to get that notification. So to me, it's really about that. It's about being able to be notified when someone comes on your property. It's that motion texture is a huge part of this product.
Right. And also you can adjust that. So if you're in a really busy street and you don't want to motion every single car that goes by, you can do that. It's such an advanced system, and yet it's really easy to to use. I think that's key.
And I think that's what we can show. I can just show it real quick on the app. So it's a free app. You download it for your, Apple or Android phones. You can have as many, as you spoke about, you can have as many rings as you want. So you have a front door, back door, side door. Let's just go. This is the outdoor set here at HSN. So that's the outdoor set camera.
We're really far away from it right now.
We're definitely not close. I just show you on the motion settings, you can set that up. What you can do here, you'll see, is I can literally drag up and drag down. This is how far you want the motion to be.
How brilliant.
So that way you get exactly what you want. And then also you can turn off. So let's say there's a street on the left side of the
Or people walking
house.
their dogs all day long.
You don't want to get those motion alerts. You want the motion alerts when someone comes on your property. So let's say this is where your pathway is to your property. You can come over there. So that's, you can really dial and tune that in. The other thing you can do is you can share it with anyone you want. And so my mom lives in New Jersey. I live in California. I'm shared on her Ring. So when someone rings a doorbell, even if she goes and answers the door, I'll actually sometimes answer it and be listening to what they're saying. And sometimes if it's like a pushy solicitor, I'll say, hey, listen, she's not interested. And then the person's like, okay, okay, I'm leaving. But think about it for my mom who lives alone, she's a widow.
Sure.
Like that's such a nice thing that like my brother and I can sort of watch over her, even though, sadly we don't live that close.
We're across the country, right?
You also always have this live view. So you're talking about, you're in Hawaii and you're, waiting for packages and all this stuff. So this is the outdoor set.
Oh
so
my gosh, that's great. Look at the picture quality.
And now look what's down here though. And we just put this package here. Obviously, we staged it, but there's a package you can zoom in, as you saw. You can zoom in on that 1080 picture, and now you see that package. Now you could call the neighbor and say, listen, there's a package in front of the house. Can you just move it away from the side?
I felt terrible for my neighbor because I know every couple days she had to keep going over to my house to see if there's anything there. And every couple days I kept wondering, I wonder if there's anything in my house because I didn't want anybody to rip it off the front of my house because we see all those videos now where people are stealing the packages. Because guess what? People dropping off packages is becoming the way to shop. So if you're going to rip anybody off, just check some doorsteps, and typically you're going to see a lot of packages sitting there. I mean, it just makes sense to get this. And then, like you said, if you're at the office, maybe you're expecting a delivery. If you're at the office and you wonder, hey, have the kids come home on time? Guess what? Motion happens. You look and say, yep, my kids made it home on time. You can even talk to them. Say, hey, kids, how's your day? Good? Everything okay? Yeah, great. Okay.
3:15 every day, I get that motion alert. Sometimes I don't even answer. I just know that that's my son walking in.
Right.
So I know it's there.
But
sometimes.
How as a dad does that make you feel?
I mean, I think as a parent, again, our home, I always tell people, we talk about burglaries and all this stuff, and people, I think you immediately go to money. Our home's not about money. Our home is our memories, it's our families, it's all these things. And so that, I think, when you talk to a Ring customer, what they really tell you about is how it's connected them to their home and protected their home and made them feel around their home. And so, yeah, as a dad, it makes me feel amazing to be able to see that. And then sometimes I'll answer it, I'll yell at him, he'll talk to me, we'll sort of like, how was your day at school? And he's like, doesn't want to talk.
I gotta go.
Yeah, exactly. But that, it makes you feel great. My wife also works, so we're both out of the house, you know, so it's nice to have that sort of connection back to the home.
Right. Or what I love, maybe you have somebody come over to fix something, a repairman. Maybe you have somebody come in to clean your house, and you just want to make sure they arrive on time and they leave on time because you just don't know. And that's not for some kind of nefarious purpose. You just want to make sure you're getting your money's worth. Hey, I hired you. You're coming in. I want to make sure you come in on time, and then you leave in the allotted time as well.
Dog walkers, you'll go away and you'll have someone coming over to feed or walk the dogs. They said they come, they didn't come, and so now you at least have, a way, and that's your, again, that's like another family member that's not being treated well. So we hear that one all the time with dog walkers. So again, I think it's all those reasons. It all comes back to being always home. It's that presence. It's not just a camera. It's not just the motion detection. It's that full presence. It's that peace of mind of being able to see what's there, but also interact with what's there.
Right, and that's unlike just a security camera. Like we have a security camera from them available, and we also have a special configuration that includes, and I love this, the Chime Pro. So remember, you can buy this obviously elsewhere, okay? You cannot get our configuration. If you tried to put it together, it would be $250, so it's a really nice savings. We're at, what, $169? That's huge, guys. That's almost, well, we're $90 off, right? Which is great. And Chime Pro, $80, excuse me, but Chime Pro is included exclusively with our bundle. Why is that significant?
So the Chime Pro, it makes the installation super easy. It extends this Wi-Fi network. So if you're worried about your Wi-Fi network and you say, like, I don't know, the front door's far from the Wi-Fi, don't worry, the Chime Pro extends it. So you put the Chime Pro in essence between the router, your Wi-Fi router, and the front door. You can kind of move it around. It doesn't need to be exactly there. So the Chime Pro really extends it, makes that setup just so much easier. It also acts as another sound, so it's another chime. And that way, you know, we hear it a lot of times that I don't have my phone on me, I didn't hear the ring. With the chime, you can do those sounds around the house. And it does have customizable sounds. This is kind of the fun part of the Chime Pro. So I'll just show right here. You know, we have, I'll show you which mine is. Where's mine? I have the train whistle, which my son and I like. So that's ours. You know, during the holidays, you can do. We have all sorts of holiday sounds. So we
cute.
add, and we're always adding, you know, fun sounds into it. So it's a fun device. It's a functional device, as well as it makes the installation even easier. And while I'm on installation, why don't I just show you how to actually install it? All the tools are included with Ring in the box.
Oh, good. So I don't have to dig around and find some dumb tools.
No.
Thank God.
In addition to that, customer support, we are like, I'd say almost crazy about customer support. 24/7 in-house in the US. We do all our customer support. My email address is on the side of every box.
Wow.
Yeah, I really do. You know, to us, it's all about the experience of Ring, not just the product of Ring.
Right.
And so when you get it, you're gonna either have on your door, you're gonna have these wires, which are the wires from your doorbell. If they don't work, or if you don't have them, don't worry, it also operates on a battery. Here's the Ring Video Doorbell 2 without the cover on it. It's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, screwdrivers in there, screws are in there. Everything you need to mount this on any surface is in the box. Okay. And then you're gonna choose the faceplate color. This is the Venetian bronze faceplate color, the darker, and you probably wanna match this to your door hardware. Okay. This is the satin nickel. You literally just pop this on. There's a security screw at the bottom, and you're done. When you want to recharge the battery, you literally just take off. You're just going to take that battery out. It's just like a cell phone. So this is going to stay on there. You're going to take the battery out, charge it, and then just pop it back in.
Now, here's the one thing, though, Jamie,
easy.
that I was freaked out about. Do I have to do that every single night, like recharging my watch?
Yeah. No. It's about 4 to 6 months, depending on your usage.
Wow. And then literally one night overnight, it's ready to go for another 4 to 6
few
months.
hours.
Oh, just a couple hours.
A couple hours.
So, guys, when you hear it, now, again, remember, you can hardwire it, which means you wouldn't have to do that, or you don't have to. I think this, me, is the don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm not good with this stuff. I'm pretty good with don't have to. But the neat thing about it is you will only have to recharge that every 4 to 6 months. So if that was your stopping point, don't let that stop you. If you live by yourself, you're not inclined like I am to do this kind of wiring crazy stuff, you absolutely do not need to hardwire it in. It can work just standalone by itself. It also can work on any door, or you can get multiples. And I would recommend today getting multiples, because what's happening in your backyard? And remember, it's motion sensitive. So even if no one's gonna ring your back doorbell, they're usually gonna ring the front doorbell, you're gonna still see the motion, and you're still gonna get alerted, and you can coordinate them all together through that bonus Chime Pro that's included in our package.
Correct.
This is why this is such a big deal, you guys. If you get multiples, that Chime Pro is gonna have them all talk to each other, so it's all synced and coordinated, and I think that's another brilliant feature about this system, especially our package. Little quick update though, we're well over half of our quantity gone for the whole day. Why do we give a lick? Because it's only 1 o'clock on the East Coast. So for those of you out on the West Coast, out in Hawaii, it's a lot earlier out there. So if you're thinking about getting it, don't wait any longer. Maybe you saw Jamie a couple hours ago, or you saw him at midnight with Adam. This is the moment. I always love it when I'm on in the afternoonish, because I know we've got them. I will not guarantee that by Jamie's last show tonight when he wraps it up. So this is your moment. If you've ever thought about your home security, if you want a really brilliant system that's very easy to operate, if you want something that gives you that sense of security, that peace of mind, wherever you are in the world, you know what's going on in your home and you can interact. You could be in Toledo, your home's in Florida, somebody comes to your door and you go, you know, I'm busy right now, I can't talk to you, please come back another day. You have that real conversation. Or if you really are inside and you've got a diaper and a baby and you can't get to the door, you literally can just say, hey, I really am busy right now. Yeah. But what I love is you get the real sense that you are on your property right then, whenever you need to be, without having to be there. That's the game changer of this. And it's a doorbell, which is nice too.
It adds that doorbell, but yes, it brings you back to your property. And just one other quick thing while we're over at the installation table. Sure. Whenever I show this, I always get a question about half the time of, well, what happens if someone steals it? And if someone steals it for the lifetime of the product, we guarantee it. We will replace it free of charge. So
okay,
don't worry.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, $169. I understand. You know, you put it on the front door, strapping it on there with 4 screws, and you're saying, like, what happens if someone takes it? Lifetime of the product, we guarantee it. We will replace it free of charge.
Well, I paused just because that's a really big deal. Because I knew if there's a lifetime of the product, I didn't know even if it's stolen, they will replace it. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's huge. Obviously, you totally care about your customers, and we love that. All right, so what's the story on this too? It really is that whole idea of home or away, you know what's going on at your front door or in your yard or around your property. That's the key. And what I love, it's really the best of both worlds. We obviously have a lot of just camera security systems. You know, then we have other security systems that sit inside the house. You've actually blended them both together. And
I brought it outside because remember, if you have a camera inside the house and someone comes inside the house, the violation has already happened. Like,
they're in.
They're in your personal space. They've violated, you know, we had this Jane story, which is a story of Shaq and I going to Framingham, Massachusetts, and this woman, Jane, was burglarized. And when you talk to her, and I talk to anybody who's been burglarized, she lost her sense of security in her home, which is where we are supposed to feel secure. You feel like
you've been violated.
Yes.
Because we had our home broken into a long time ago, and it never felt the same after that.
Yes.
And I physically felt like I was violated, even though I was not home.
And that's why we tried to bring, you know, and all those other security systems are great, and you should, it's not like I tell people, it's not that you shouldn't have those, but we want to, at Ring, we want to stop it, the ring of security outside of the home. We want to stop it before it happens, and the front door is the best place to do it. It's where someone's gonna check to see if you're home. They might just come up, motion detection goes off. They might ring the doorbell. They might look for that package. It's where you can stop it from happening, and that's what we found. And we have, you know, we have customer videos of it.
Yeah,
we have
I'd
all
love
these
to see
things.
a couple of those. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, I'd love to show them of real customers. These are real Ring customers, real situations where they were able to prevent something before it actually happens.
Okay, check this out.
Yes, sir. What can we do for you? No, I think you have the wrong house, sir.
What you doing?
Hey, man, don't do it.
I got you on camera.
Yeah, you might have seen Jamie on the commercials. Everybody's seen the commercials. In fact, we laugh because we're kind of like, oh my God, look at that guy's running away, because it's kind of funny. But then in reality, you're like, hey, wait, I just prevented that guy from getting the key to my house or trying to break into my house. So there's some seriousness behind it as well. Let's talk a little bit about the video recording too, because people say, that's great. I can see it live, that's wonderful. But what happens if I need to show police something?
So again, in the Ring app, you're gonna see that you have, you know, all the rings that you can have there. You also see all the events that took place. And if you have the optional recording, which is $3 a month or $30 a year, then it records it in the cloud, which is the safest place to keep it, for 60 days. You will get a trial of that for 30 days with the units. You'll be able to try it out. But again, you'll always still be able to go into your Ring. If this was at your house, you can do the live view. You'll get the dings, the motion detections. You'll be able to talk to people. So all those things will be able to go on so that, yes, no matter what, you can go in and you can see that that package is there. You can talk to someone if they came up to there on the motion. You can talk to them if they ding the doorbell. Well,
and let me ask this, Jamie, too, because it's happening so much in our neighborhood. And you think, oh, we live in a pretty good neighborhood. It's not, you know, it's a nice part of town, whatever. The boldness of people breaking in has become amazing to me. We have a neighbor a couple houses back. I was home, my husband was home, even our neighbors across the street, we knew they were home, and in the alley, broad daylight, they pulled up, they broke into the back door of the house, completely stripped the house and left, and it was within minutes. They were so good and so fast at it. And as neighbors, we felt terrible because none of us heard it, none of us even saw it, we couldn't even believe it, and yet it was thousands of dollars of items they ripped off from this couple.
And I wouldn't even be surprised if they had come to the front door first to check if they were home, then went around back and went in. We see that, you know, a lot of the time.
Wow.
We had a great caller last night from Las Vegas, and she said, you know, Las Vegas is not the town it used to be. And I said, you know, the sad thing is, it doesn't seem like any town is the town it used to be. I mean, we hear the same story across the U.S., really across the globe, of that type of crime in the neighborhood. It's the, you know,
and
someone's...
it's so brazen.
It's
like,
brazen,
geez.
it's during the day. You know, what's happened is we're working more, we're out of the home more, our neighborhoods are emptier. I think back, you know, 30, 40 years ago, I think there was more people in the neighborhood. Or
the eyes were there.
The eyes were there, and so this just couldn't happen, and now the eyes are gone. And so what Ring's, you know, we probably can't change that, but what we can do is bring you back to your home. And that's what Ring allows you to do. With a simple install, you're able to be back, not only see what's going on at your home, but also speak and interact and have presence and be back at your home again, be back in the neighborhood again.
And again, we'd love to hear your story. If you've got Ring, remember, we have the most advanced model today. You get the Chime Pro. That is not normally included in his package. It's usually just the Ring 2, and then you've got to get the Chime Pro. They've bundled it all together. Huge, 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 huge value. And now we are well over half of our quantity gone. In fact, we have only a little over 3,000 sets left for the entire day. So if this makes it to the end of your day, I'll be very surprised, because it's been just that popular, but it just makes sense. And it is our first today special. We're going to take a call, and then I'm going to ask you to kind of demo how it works. But we're going to say hi to Kathy in California. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. You're on with Jamie and Suzanne.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
How are you guys?
Good. How you doing, Kathy?
Good.
Good. I purchased this for security reasons.
And what's your story?
My story is I purchased it for security reasons. I'm in a wheelchair. My husband is out working, and sometimes there are knocks or doorbell rings, and I'm nervous about answering them. So this is perfect for me.
Well, not only can you see it, but Kathy, your husband can be alerted to it as well, live at the exact same time.
Well, great. I have one question.
Sure.
Regarding weather, I live in a windy area. How does it affect? Does the wind affect the chime or anything?
Or the motion?
So the only thing it might affect is the motion. The motion actually uses heat. So even if a tree is blowing, it won't do anything. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of false stuff if the wind's really whipping. Sometimes because those trees will actually have heat on them, and so they'll go. But we're pretty good at getting that stuff out. But no, I mean, weather is not an issue. It's probably something we should talk about, is that this is built for outside of the home. Okay. It has the IP rating for being outdoors. It is built for being in, you know, Florida, for the weather we have here, the heat, the humidity, the water, as well as going all the way up to Alaska. So we sell everywhere. We sell for outdoors. So yeah, you're not going to have any problems with the wind or dust or any of those kind of things affecting the unit.
Well, Kathy, we hope you, your husband both enjoyed as well. And thank you so much for joining us. All right, do we have another video? Can we show? Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to do that just yet. I actually love to show you how it works again.
Yeah, so let me just show you. So this is, you're going to install this. It's going to be battery operated, or you're going to use the doorbell wires. It literally is, you know, in a few minutes, you're going to have this up and running. Someone's going to come to the door. They're going to press the button, or the motion detection is going to go off. You see that immediately you get that motion alert up. That's just like a text message coming. All you have to do is just swipe that motion alert. And what's going to happen is now the video is going to come up, and then it's like, I'm just going to back up here so we can see. But then it's like caller ID for your front door. You can see that you have you can hit the green button or the red button. The red button just ends it. The green button allows you now to have that two-way audio. So now not only are you are you there, not only were you at the market and you saw someone ring your doorbell.
It's a grocery store.
But now you're also able to interact with them and have that two-way audio, that two-way conversation. And it's just like a cell phone. You just talk right into it like a speakerphone. And now you're talking to them saying, yeah, you know, put the package here, or do this, or why are you there? We saw the video of real customers talking to people that maybe shouldn't have been at their front door. And so it is, that is one of the sort of great features of it, is the video, the alert wherever you are, and then that two-way audio, that presence of being always home.
And again, share your story with us. We would love to hear why are you picking it up right now? Why is this the moment you're saying, you know what, I really do need that, like our last caller? Also, I want to mention this. This is a big deal because my producer, Dan, just updated me. We thought this was going to make it until probably, what, Dan, 10, 11 o'clock tonight? Yeah, in prime time, which is like 10, 11 o'clock tonight. You don't even know this, Jamie. Your last airing of this
Yeah.
is actually 5 o'clock today.
Okay.
What's gonna happen is we have so few left at this point that we have actually canceled. He's learning this live, by the way, he had no idea. We've had to cancel the last couple airings because we just don't have a lot left. And we know that in the 5 o'clock hour, right, about 5 o'clock, yeah, it might be a short presentation at 5 o'clock now, that'll be the last airing. That's all we have remaining. So if you're watching right now, or maybe you watched earlier and you're like, yeah, you know what, I'll get it tonight, I got things to do. Stop what you're doing and order it right now. You can go online. We just make it super quick and easy. If you're brand new with us, we make shopping really easy. It's so much fun. Or you can call and talk to one of our representatives. But order it now. It will not make it past, and this is East Coast time, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock tonight. So if you're in the West Coast or you're in Central, you've got to get it now because you won't even catch it possibly at 5 o'clock tonight, East Coast time, and then it's going to be gone when you tune back in. But really, this is your moment to do it. It's the first time we've done it. It is a today's special, which means when it's gone, that's it. We never repeat the deal. And remember, what is very different is you can certainly buy the Ring 2. What you don't get, here's the Ring 2, what you don't get is the Chime Pro included. And I want you to re-explain, if you don't mind, why that's significant.
And I was gonna go through as you're talking about it, it sort of being sold out, which is amazing. I didn't even know.
He literally just
I'm
finding out.
as I
He's
go,
like, oh, really?
But I mean, what's great about this package is it's the easiest package to install because it has the Chime Pro, which extends that network out for you. So it makes it super easy to install. It gives you the fun sounds inside the house as well as extending the network for the Ring. So it makes it really, really easy to install. The Chime Pro is amazing. It is a great part of the Ring system. You're going to have a great experience with Ring with the Chime Pro. You also have the Ring Video Doorbell 2, which is our most advanced Ring Video Doorbell. You might have seen the Ring Video Doorbell on a neighbor's house or something like that. Chances are it's not the 2. The 2 is brand new. This is the updated video, updated audio, updated night vision, all of that stuff.
Even the battery's easier to charge.
The battery is way easier to charge because the Ring Video Doorbell 1, which is my fault because I designed it, you had to take the whole thing off to charge it.
Right.
The Ring Video Doorbell 2, we did it the right way, which was you have the battery come out, you charge the battery, and you pop it back in. Super simple to do.
And the battery lasts 4 to 6 months before you have to recharge it.
Yep.
And so if you've got the person in your life who can do the wiring, great. You don't have to worry about the battery at that point, right?
Yep.
If you're like me, I'm the girl who just puts the screws on and sticks it on the wall, and it's ready to go. So you can do it either way. And again, 4 to 6 months before you have to recharge it again. Takes a few hours, and then put it back in, and it's ready to go for another 4 to 6 months. So you've got the options, and all the tools are included. You know, sorry, Jamie, I'm talking to all of us women out there who are going, I'm buying this, I live on my own, I don't have anybody to rely on. I'm really talking kind of to us, you know, where you live by yourself and you say, hey, I don't know the tools, I don't know how to wire and do that. You don't have to. You can do this yourself. So you don't need to hire somebody, you don't have to call somebody, you don't have to get your, you know, friend to come over and hook it up for you. Girls, you can do it on your own. This is empowering.
But you're never on your own with Ring, actually, because 24/7 customer support, in-house. My email address is on the side of the box. Now, I hope you're able to solve it with our great customer support team, but listen, if you can, it's why it's there. You know, we are there to help you with it. So I think if you're watching this, you're saying, I don't know if I can install it. It really is, not only is it easy, and we've had lots of callers from all different age groups call in and say how they did it themselves. You can do it yourself, and you don't have to be by yourself because we have that 24/7 in-house in the US customer support to help you out.
And this is even how crazy they are. If someone were to come to your door and they were to unscrew the whole thing and rip the whole darn thing off, they will, for the life of you, I guess, completely replace that, right? I mean, in essence.
Past the life, it's the life of the product. We'll replace it free of charge if it's stolen.
Even if it's stolen, they're going to replace it for you. All right, we're going to say hi to Hetty in Illinois. Hi, Hetty. You're on with Jamie and Suzanne. Welcome.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, nice to meet you. Why did you pick up our today's special, Miss Hetty?
Because I was watching the channel on my television, and I saw this advertised, you know, about a doorbell, and we do need the security because it's just my daughter and I live together.
Yep.
And I thought it was a nice thing to have. So does this come up on her telephone? Because, you know, I don't use those, you know, fancy phones. I'm a mother. I'm 78 years old.
Okay.
Well,
and I want to put it on her phone so, you know, when we're away, she can always receive it.
Well,
So
you're gonna love it because you have the Hetty, you're gonna have that chime in the house, that's going to allow you to hear it when it goes off. So even if you don't have the phone, you'll be able to hear it, and your daughter will be able to see and talk through it. So my mom lives, across the country from me. And, when someone comes to the door, she can go to the door, and I'm watching it from my office from the phone. So you'll have that same great experience of having your daughter sort of be there. Even when she's not there with you, you'll feel like she's there with you, and she kind of will be.
Okay. So she's pretty good with, plugging stuff up, so she'll know how to do the wiring and everything with the instruction.
It's extremely easy, and if she has any issues, she can call 24/7 any day of the week. We're going to be there to help you and her get it installed, make sure it's a great experience for you.
All right, well, Miss Hetty, we hope you both enjoy it, and we both have some great success with it. And again, it's all there, Hetty. Don't worry about it. And even if she doesn't know how to wire, it doesn't need to be wired. Just screw it on, and it's basically ready to go. All right, we've got more to tell you, too, very quickly. Over almost 7,000 have now been ordered. We've got about 30 more minutes to go, and I know we're going to kind of go A to Z on this again in case you're kind of channel surfing. But remember, I just got an update, and literally we're live TV. Dan, my producer, says the last airing of this will officially be between 5 and 6 o'clock tonight. We expect it to be completely sold out. It won't even make it into the evening hours. We thought it would, but it's been that popular. So if you are kind of a fence sitter and you're like, well, I don't know, everyone can use this. You need a good doorbell to begin with, but how about a smart one? How about, hey, wherever you are, whether it's down the street, in your house, you could be in Hawaii, around the world, or across the state, you're gonna feel like you're at home because you can see and you can talk to whoever rings your doorbell or even comes to your door. That is the brilliance behind Ring. Ring 2 takes it to the next level. This is their latest package. Certainly you can get Ring 2. You will not get the Chime Pro that's included, which extends the range and does a whole bunch of cool things for you. We have this exclusively as a combined package. We have the best offer anywhere in the country. So for those of you I know, you love to go online, you're checking, don't even bother. I am telling you, and I can't say it unless it's true, we have the best offer out there. But unfortunately, our today's special will sell out early. It's going to, we anticipate it selling out by 6 o'clock East Coast time tonight. There'll be a lot of you on the West Coast who won't even see this presentation. So if you're thinking about it, get it now before it's gone. We hear a few more stories too, because they're pretty awesome. And again, you guys don't even solicit these. People have been so excited, they actually send them to you guys unsolicited, because that's how much they love what the Ring 2 has done. So check this out.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello, how are you? Are you guys going to school?
Okay, we have to go.
Bye, buddy. Have a good day at school.
Bye, Dad.
Hello. Hello.
It's time to eat.
Okay, I'll be up in a minute.
Hello? Hi, Daddy. Can you turn on some music?
You know, it's kind of the happy part of the Ring, too, you know, because you can really see your kids that come home, you know they're home safe, everything's okay, you're alerted. But what we're going to do now, if you are channel surfing, is we're going to kind of start, Jamie, if you don't mind, we're going to rewind and start all the way back to the beginning. So let's just talk about what is Ring 2.
So Ring 2, it's our updated Ring Video Doorbell. So you might have seen the Ring Video Doorbell on someone's house. It's the updated one. It has 1080p video, which is that sort of high definition video. As even you said when you're watching this video, you said, is that the video?
I go, wow, yeah, that's really good.
That's the video. In fact, I'll just show you right now. This is outside of the Hsn set, the outdoor set right now. That's live off of the Ring Video Doorbell 2. It is a beautiful picture. You can even zoom in on the picture, so you can see here. Like if we want to go down, there's a package right down there. That's me zooming in on the picture. I'll zoom back out, and you can just pinch and zoom. So it really is an amazing picture. That's that 1080p video. It has extremely loud. It has the audio, which we've been talking about, which is that what delivers that presence is the two-way audio, being able to not only see what's there, but talk to who's there. Advanced motion detection, so you can set the motion detection, the zones, how far out you want it, where you want it. Night vision. I mean, it is literally like packed with technology. It's battery operated or wired, which means that if you're sitting there saying, I'm not sure if I can install it, I'm not sure if my home can use it, I can pretty much guarantee that it's going to work, because it does work on battery. And because of the Chime Pro, which you also get with this package, you have that Wi-Fi extender. So even if you have Wi-Fi that's maybe not close to the front door, or it has a little bit of trouble, the Chime Pro will extend and boost that Wi-Fi for the Ring, allow you to listen, to have it everywhere. And then the Chime also lets you hear it inside the house, which is, we had Hetty calling in saying that she doesn't actually have the phone, her daughter has the phone. This allows you to hear the doorbell still inside the house. Which is great. And then also have someone else doing it. You can have as many of them as you want in terms of you can have a front door, back door, all in the same app. And you can also share them with as many people as you want, and they can be on as many phones as you want. So
because you were saying you and your brother both are alerted to when your mom has somebody come to her door.
Exactly,
which is great.
And so it's great. My mom lives alone, so now she kind of doesn't with Ring.
Right.
And it's a nice way of being able to sort of watch over mom, but without sort of being in her life inside the house.
Right.
And we talked about some of this indoor stuff where indoor is kind of after. Indoor is a different sort of situation, whereas the Ring allows you to, come up to your house, it allows you to sort of defend the house from the outside before they get in.
Sure. And again, just so you remember, once you set it up, it's an easy download app. Can you show them the app again? Because a lot of times we get stuck at the app and we're like, I don't know, is it going to be really complicated?
Let's
You
just
guys
start
even
the
have
app
made that
right
simple.
here. Let's just, so someone comes up to the door, they're going to ring that doorbell. You're going to see, just like a text message, you're going to get an alert. You're just going to swipe that. And now that video is going to come up. I'm just going to spin the Ring around towards us.
Here we
and
are
now
live.
that video is going to come to us. And now again, you can see who's at the front door. You can, right here, you can answer it. So the green button is just like a phone. So you can answer it here, or you can just hit the red button, decline the call. The call, answering it now gives you that presence. Now, if you're at the market, halfway around the country, it doesn't matter where you are, you're gonna be able to talk to who's at your front door. And say, listen, can you leave the package actually to the left, kind of hide it to the side. You can, if someone's trying to see if you're home, as happened in your neighborhood where someone was burglarized and someone's trying to check if you're home, you say, yeah, sorry, I'm in the back, I can't come to the door right now. But you can be anywhere. You can be on the QVC set. HSN set.
Either one.
Well,
I used to be on the QVC set. It is. And I used to be on that set a long time ago. So yes. But I mean, really, you could be. And I'll just tell you my personal story, and we'll say hi to Denise real quick. I was very blessed. Went to Hawaii for 10 days. Kept calling my poor neighbor Deanna, and I said, could you please? Do you mind? This is such a pain. Could you go to my house every couple of days and check for packages, because we always have them arriving from HSN. And she's like, she's such a dear, and she was very kind to do it. But I felt really guilty, and I was really worried someone was going to rip a package off. It was sitting there for 10 days. So she did. She would go by and check every day and collect a package. But most of the time, I didn't have any packages arrive. So that was a pain for her, and then I felt bad having to ask her to do it. This eliminates all that. And that's just one simple, very recent example of my life and why this would be so beneficial for somebody else.
And I think why it is so beneficial, your home is much more than just a place that we have like this expensive asset.
Right.
Your home is where your personal things are. It's where your packages come to. It's where your children come back to. It's all of those things. And so when you're in Hawaii, your home is still sort of living and breathing, and you need to be there.
And it's vulnerable, and it makes us feel vulnerable.
Absolutely.
And because there's so many, I hate to say it, there's so many break-ins, and we live in a decent neighborhood, we have that constant kind of worry about, hey, how's the house? We've been gone for a really long time. Do we have indoor protection? You bet we do. Do we have outdoor protection? No, we don't. So once they're in, and they can grab something pretty quickly and get out. All right, we say hi to Denise in Pennsylvania. Hi, Denise, you're on with Jamie and Suzanne. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
And I'm so glad the product is on. The timing is unbelievable, because about 5 days ago, someone attempted to convince me that they were from our electric company and needed to come in to inspect my facility. And they started out pounding on my door, which was frightening, and I don't answer the door unless I'm expecting someone.
Sure.
Wow. And they kept their head down, baseball cap, and never looked up, kept looking at a clipboard. And they didn't convince me, obviously, but I talked to a neighbor after I reported it to the police, and I found out that 4 other neighbors on the row of us, it's a pretty quiet neighborhood, they had the same attempt.
Wow.
So that's what I mean by the timing is perfect. When I flipped the channel and saw it was up there, and I'm trying to say, do you really want to put it out? I said, come on. You just went through this.
Yes.
So that's why I'm purchasing it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, and that's, I mean, it's exactly why, you know, my wife had that same situation when I invented this thing. That was what made her feel like that it was such a great idea.
Right.
Because, you know, it's so scary to even go to that door and have to talk to that person. I mean, that's not a, you know, that you want to do it from somewhere safe and secure. You want to have that recording of it if you can. Right. Then you could share it with your neighbors. I mean, that's you know, and you can
share it with the police. Yeah, yeah.
And my neighbor that I reported it to did say that she had, I don't know if it's the same product, but it's the same process where she can check, and she pulled up the video so I could have the date to tell the police in my formal letter.
Yeah.
So timing, thank you very much for the product.
Yeah, thank you, and stay safe there, Denise. And she says, you know, hey, I live in a pretty good neighborhood. We all think it's not going to happen to us. Unfortunately, with the advent of all this shipping to your house so conveniently, there are more and more packages being dropped off. People are just walking by and stealing the packages. They don't, you know.
Well, it's the thing I always hear. My neighborhood has changed.
Yes.
Or you won't believe that in this area, I'm like, I actually believe it because every neighborhood now seems to have that same issue.
Right. But I do think because there's so much convenient services now of dropping it off, everyone's shopping online. You're shopping with us, and we'll drop it off at your front porch, and that's happening every day. People are getting packages all the time now. So thus, understanding that it's grown, the problem makes sense because so many of us are just sitting at home and waiting for the packages to arrive. This is the way you're going to be able to see when they arrive. You'll know when the sitter's there, when the housekeeper comes or goes, when the dog sitter and you're away, have they come and walked the dog 3 times that day? You'll know if you're paying for it, you're going to get your money's worth. This is really, I really do appreciate Denise's call because boy, doesn't that ring true. Pardon the pun, but you know, gosh, you know, you got somebody pounding on your door, you're frightened. She still literally, obviously had to open the door to talk to him. Now, don't even have to open the door. One of the really cute example though is what if a Girl Scout comes by and she's selling cookies? We have one that came by and she's trying to deliver and we were gone and they're trying to leave us messages and we could have just live from Hawaii said, hey, you know what? We can't come to the door right now, but how about you come back on Tuesday and we'll meet you? You know, it could be something very nice and simple.
And again, that's the thing about your house, right? It's your kids coming home. It's the good things, but it's also the scary things like someone at the door pounding on it and saying they need to come inside. I mean, so it's all of those things. But what Ring lets you do is it delivers that always home. So no matter what's happening, you're going to be able to control and tell the Girl Scout that it's Tuesday, and that's a nice thing. Or tell that person who's posing as an electrical worker, you know, go away, and then give that stuff to the police. Yeah,
which is huge.
And it's so easy to install. I mean, you know, like you literally, if you have the working doorbell wires, you just use those, put them onto the back. There's just 2 screws. You put them on, they're low voltage. You don't even have to worry about them. That'll keep it charged. If you don't have those, and a lot of us don't have these actually, then literally just you mount it right where your doorbell was before. If you have one of those wireless doorbells, just take it down and put this up there. There's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every tool's included, the screwdriver, screws, everything you need. And then just pick the faceplate color. You have the Venetian bronze, which is the darker faceplate color, or the satin nickel. You just pop the faceplate on, security screw up the bottom, keeps it on nice and secure. At the end of 4 to 6 months, you just take this off, pop the battery out, charge it like a cell phone for a few hours, pop it back in, and you're back up and running. And if you're watching this and you're saying, that's $169 strapped on my front door, lifetime purchase protection. If it's stolen, we will replace it free of charge for the lifetime of the product.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go back to the phones. Lisa in Pennsylvania, on with Jamie and Suzanne. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, how are you today?
We're good, how are you?
Great.
I'm fine, thank you. I have a couple of friends that have this, and they love it. We were actually just talking about this past Tuesday.
No kidding.
So I'm going to try. But my question is, how many separate devices can you connect to? For instance, I live in one home, my mom lives in another home, my sister lives in another home down outside of Atlanta. So would we be able to connect to 3 separate Ring products?
So you guys could all share them on the same app to each other. I can show you on the app right here. You could literally will have all of the devices up there, so you have them named.
So that's mom's house.
So that could be mom's house,
That's
your house.
sister.
Yeah.
Your sister.
And so you can have them all on there. You'll see the name when it comes up, where it's coming from. You can also have it on as many devices as you want. So if you have a tablet also, you can load it on that. So as many devices and as many of the devices on there as you want, and then you can share them with each other.
That's good.
And you can even control the sharing. So not that maybe you want to get the sister off the device, but you can each control your own device, so you can actually control who you're sharing it with.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you said it was a lifetime warranty, but when I ordered it, they offered a warranty. So
it's a lifetime
that they offer at the time of ordering. Sure. What is that warranty for if it has a lifetime warranty already?
The ring has a lifetime warranty if it's stolen. So it's a lifetime protection that if it's stolen, we'll replace it free of charge. The warranty that they were upselling you is for the device over the 1-year warranty.
Right. That's, you know what that is? That's our Protection Plus, which is part of HSN's warranty on the device itself. So this comes with a 1 year if it messes up or whatever. If it's completely ripped off, they will guarantee and replace it. Our warranty extends the mechanism working for additional years. How's that? Does that make sense? Okay, did you get it? Okay. Okay, good, good. All right, well, good. Well, thank you for joining us, and we really appreciate that. Yeah, we're offering our Hsn Extra Protection on the device itself that gives you another 2 to 3 years. Yeah, for the device. What they're offering is if someone steals it off your door, they're going to replace it for you, which is huge. That's just amazing, too. All right, so here's what's going to happen. I just got another update from my producer, and this is a really big deal. This is real time. We are live television, so what I'm telling you is exactly what's going on here at Hsn. What has happened now, we've sold almost 7,500. We are going to do one more airing, and that's going to happen at 5 o'clock tonight, East Coast time. That's really important for those of you who live in Central or out in the West Coast, because one more airing, it's sold out, it's done. We are now down to 2,000 left for the rest of the day. That's why there's only one more airing coming up, and it might be shortened at this point. So if you're watching right now, it's not going to be available tonight. It will be sold out. I can guarantee that, because right now we're packed. We're very busy on the lines. I would highly recommend using hsn.com, but honestly, I wouldn't wait. I love that last caller. She said, you know, our friends were talking about that. Yeah. Everyone kind of is. We're on a thing that is a neighborhood website. And the neighborhood website, you know, we've had things, people ripping off cars and breaking into homes and stealing bikes and all this crazy stuff. And again, we live in a decent neighborhood. Everybody says, oh my gosh, we should probably get. And I think it's funny that they say we should probably get. Yeah, well, now's the time to do it. You know, she's saying, the one gal said, hey, you know, why was I hesitating when I just had a guy banging on my door a couple days ago? So she just went ahead and went for it. And I'll tell you, the easiest way to do it is use our FlexPay. We accept all major credit cards, and we even accept PayPal. So right now, for $33.99, get it at home, set it up, download the app. If it's not as easy as Jamie's explaining, you can send it back for a full refund. If you don't love it, send it back, but don't wait. And if you're concerned about the $169, with our FlexPay, you're spreading that over 5 months. So it's only $33.99 today. And if you get our HSN cards, guess what? Immediately, if you're approved, we're going to knock $40 off already, a great price countrywide. So just FYI, if you don't have our card, definitely get that today. Get $40 off, boom, you're set, you're done, and you can even use that Flex as well. Please remember, our configuration is special. You're, of course, getting the latest from Ring 2. This is it right here. On top of that, this is what makes it even extra special. You're getting the Chime Pro. That is a bonus extra. Normally, you have to buy this separately. They've bundled it together as our exclusive configuration. That's why we have the best deal anywhere right now. It is ending early. If you wait, you will not see this tonight. It will be completely sold out. And sometimes we'll be able to go back to Jamie and say, hey, you know what? Do you have a couple thousand extra? Can we load them up later? He does not have them.
Yeah, I wish we did.
I wish you did. Yes, I'm sure you do now. But literally what Jamie has brought us, and is about to be sold out, is all we have today. We will not be loading any more in later. We do not have, they even checked. They asked him earlier. He doesn't know this. It's all happening while he's been on with me. But they go and they say, hey, you've got any more you can give us, and we'll load them up for later on tonight. And they said, no, you guys have everything we have right now. So that's the time. It's the time kind of at that moment where you go, don't wait until it happens, because a lot of people do that, don't they? They kind of, it happens and they go, oh, I'm gonna get a security system, or oh, I should have gotten that. Don't wait, because once it happens, it is such a vulnerable feeling. feeling.
Yeah.
You really feel violated and frightened when it happens. And I've had that experience myself, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think the package we do have on today is, I mean, it really is, I can tell you as the owner of the company, it's an amazing package. Yeah. Not only because of the price, but also the combination of the Chime Pro and the Ring Video Doorbell 2. You're getting the most advanced Ring Video Doorbell, so you might have seen it in on someone else's house. That's the Ring Video Doorbell 1. Great product still. This is the 2. This is the updated version of that. The Chime Pro makes it easier to install. And again, if you're sitting there thinking, I'm not sure if I want to do the install, I don't know what that means, it's literally 4 screws, 24/7 customer support in-house in the US. We support it. Call us up anytime and we'll walk you through. We do it all the time.
Can I ask you this question? What if I want to, because remember, recharging the battery on this is much easier than the 1.
Yep.
Could I move the 1 to my back door and then put this one on my front door? Because more people are going to be coming in the front door than the back door. Could I do that and it would work together?
Absolutely. I mean, and in fact, it's a great way to do it because you put the front door is the most important place. It's where people are going to be coming to, the good stuff and the bad stuff. All that stuff's going to happen around the front door. So that's a great place to have the Ring Video Doorbell 2. Put that Ring Video Doorbell 1 on the back door. If you don't have any of them and you want, you can do 2 Ring Video Doorbell 2s, one on the front, one on the back.
Brilliant.
That motion detection, that advanced motion detection, which I'll just go maybe through the app again real quick. I'd love you to show that, yeah. Here's the app. This is for the outside of the Hsn house here. You have on the motion settings, you just go in these motion zones and you just set this. So this is going from the camera out. So this is where the camera is. Let's say on the left side of the house, we want to have, there's a sidewalk or something. You don't want to be getting those motion alerts all the time from there. You just turn that off. You can turn that on. So you can really set and customize that motion detection exactly how you want it. And then you can also do, the sharing. So you can share it. We had someone who called in who they said 3, it was a mom and a sister.
Yeah, and her own home.
And then her own home, and can you share them? And then you have that live view button that was on there, and this is outside right now. This is live outside the set. You can also zoom, which is I think it's such a cool feature. You can zoom in so you can see that package. You were talking about being in Hawaii. You didn't know when packages were there, so you're calling the neighbor and saying, can you go over and check if there's a package there? Now you can say, there is a package there, can you go over there? You could even see your neighbor come over and get the package, know that it's done, and that's the peace of mind. We've had callers calling in from last night when we started all day. Peace of mind, I think, is the biggest thing. We call it always home, which is what Ring delivers to you, but it really is that peace of mind of being able to, no matter where you are, to see what's going on and to speak, to be able to interact with what's going on.
Now I want to show them the other video too, because this one really brings it home. Remember, wherever you are, you can sound like you're at home, so watch this.
Yes, sir. What can we do for you? No, I think you have the wrong house, sir.
What you doing?
Hey, man, don't do it.
I got you on camera.
And by the way, all these videos that you're seeing, they're unsolicited. Jamie doesn't go out and say, please send us your videos. People are so impressed with how great it works. They're sending the videos to these guys, and then you guys are using them in your commercials. And again, you've seen the commercials out there. We have the best package anywhere in the country. In just a couple of minutes, I'm gonna be at about 1,700 left for the rest of the day. We've already sold almost 2,000 in this hour. So if you do a little math, that's why I announced to Jamie he's not having any more airings after 5 o'clock tonight, because we know it's going to be completely sold out. Here's the 2. The 2 is the newest. It's the most feature rich. It's the most advanced they've done. We include, which is usually you have to buy separately, the Chime Pro, which extends the range. It has some really cool little features on its own. Again, this is all easy though. Don't freak out thinking, oh, I don't know what to do with this. They have a brilliant 24/7 US-based customer service. So if you've got any issues, especially if you're on your own, and you're concerned about your own health and welfare, and you're saying, oh, can I put this out there? Do I know how to do a doorbell? You can do it, and if you don't, they're gonna help you step by step to make sure you're comfortable with using the product. Even, and this blew me away, if this happens to get completely ripped off your front door and someone steals it, they say they will replace it for the lifetime, which is unheard of. That's amazing to me. That is absolutely crazy.
And I think you have to stand behind your product. Yeah. This is my company and we're going to stand behind it. And if someone's going to spend $169, which is, it's still a discounted price off of what we usually sell at, but still a lot of money, and put that on their front door, I think it's up to us to guarantee that we're going to have it on there. It's secure and it's safe. And if something happens, then it's our our issue to deal with.
Yeah,
and so
it's brilliant. Brilliant.
And let's just show you. I mean, this is what like again, we talk about technology and 1080p and all this stuff, but this is what happens. Someone comes up to your door. They're going to ring your doorbell here. All of a sudden, your phone's going to go off. Again, just like the text message, you're going to get that alert. You just swipe the alert like a text message. It's going to open the app up, and what you're going to see is it's what's at your front door. It's us.
Right.
And so now you can hit that green button on there. You can answer the call. You can then talk to who's there, and it doesn't matter where you are. You could be watching TV in the back room, in the bedroom. Maybe it's late at night. Or you can be at the market, halfway around the world. It just doesn't matter. As long as you have internet on your phone, which we pretty much all do now, it doesn't matter where you are.
Right. And you literally can answer it, or you can check in just to see what's going on at home live. So maybe you just want to monitor what's going on in your street. Okay, that's cool, everything's fine. Or on top of that, it's motion sensitive. So even if someone doesn't fit, if the burglar comes up and goes, hey, ring, ring, I'm going to break into your house, that's one thing. Even if there's motion, you can have it set to alert you to the motion that's happening.
And it's customizable motion, which allows you to even sort of dial it in for your property, because if it keeps going off all the time, you're not going to keep answering it. Right. And for us, our whole goal at Ring is to get you to keep answering it, because we want you to be there. And we have lots of examples of when you answer it and something's wrong, how much that helps the security of your home. Yeah. And it gets the security before they're inside. Yeah. And so that's what's just so important about that presence, about being always home.
Because once they're inside, they're inside. You want to stop it before they even can reach the inside. And that's going to help. It's going to help do that. All right, we've got a couple more minutes to go. And again, another quick update. Now over 8,100 have been ordered. With everybody who's waiting, you're either on the line or you're on hsn.com. I have, what do you think? 1,600? Yeah. By the time actually this hour is completed, you won't even have a whole hour at 5 o'clock. It keeps getting shorter and shorter.
Gonna have some time in Tampa tonight.
Yeah, so. You're like, hey, let's go to dinner. And again, Jamie's the founder and the inventor of the system. We've got the latest. It's such an awesome thing, and it really does give you that sense of peace of mind. Whether someone's at home and you're concerned about them, or you're at home, or you're away, that's the big deal. So, again, I was in Hawaii. If someone dropped off a package, I would have known it, called my friend, hey, get to go pick it up for me. I could even put her on the alert, which would have been really funny.
Yeah, you could share the Ring with her.
I could have shared it with her, and she could see if someone came to our door and kind of keep track with us.
And again, here's that live view outside the HSN house right now. You can see, you can zoom in. There's that package. You can see that the package is there. You can zoom back out, see what's going on. You can get that motion alert. You can do the live view. You'll get when someone dings the doorbell. So no matter what, with Ring, you'll be able to monitor your home. And even from Hawaii, if someone came up to the house, you'll be able to talk to them as well.
Isn't that wild? Also, too, you might want to think about it if you have a second home or a second place. Because a lot of times you're not there most of the year. Maybe you just go to Florida a couple months every year. Imagine having it installed on there. Yeah. And you could really watch what's going on and make sure that your place that you're not around very often is secured, and it sounds like you're there as well. That would be pretty smart too.
That, and then sharing it, like I said, with my mom who lives across the country, being able to share it and be, again, what it allows you to do is to be always there, always home. And so whether it's your mom's house, vacation house, whatever.
All right, Jamie, I gotta wrap it up. Thank you. It's gonna be a short day for you.